And we're back with another review for this week. This one I got here, it's from another growler. This is Carton Brewing out of Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. This is their new Rav seasonal. In fact, you know what? Let me read off. I got this card here from where I picked up the growler, and I'll read this off to you to kind of describe what they were going for with this. Continuing our path of fall gourd ales that aren't just pumpkin pie spice mix darker beers, we turn again to cuisine for spur. Here we deconstruct a zucca ravioli served in brown butter and sage topped with grated biscotti. Roasted butternut squash meat with butter added to the mash of a rich ale fermented on anise cookies from our cohorts at the Flaky Tart and dry hopped with sage from our neighbors, the homestead at Seven Arrows. An autumn plate from the hills of northern Italy, interpreted as a Jersey harvest time ale. Drink Rav because there are always more spices on that shelf. So basically, they're trying to go for their own take on a pumpkin beer. I've seen other beers that have gone with butternut squash instead of pumpkin. This one has a completely different taste profile, though. Some of the butternut squash ones I've had have still had some of that pumpkin-y feel. This one turns it on its ear, and they're trying to do a deconstructed food dish here, and I think it works really well. So let me have a little smell and taste here. You get some of the butternut squash and some of the sage and everything in the smell. It starts off sweet. You get that butternut squash there. You get some of that butter, some of the brown sugar, and then it kind of moves almost into like peppery. And that's probably some of the sage. What was it? The sage and probably some other spices that they added in there. I gotta read up on that a little bit more. But starts sweet, goes kind of spicy, peppery. Very different. If you don't like pumpkin beers, you may still like something like this because it's so different. With all the pumpkin beers out there now that are really tasting so much the same, there are so few that stand out, really. This is a nice change for the seasonals. Kind of sticking with tradition, but turning it on its ear. So, Carton Brewing out of Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Chances are, if you're not from New Jersey, you're not going to find this. Maybe in some surrounding areas, like in Philly and stuff like that. But this is one that, if you can find it, give it a try. Very different. 8.6% ABV, so it's a little heavier on the scale there, but it's a nice, smooth drink. So check them out and enjoy.